Here's the main point that I want to get across to you guys. We need to be aware of our money. That's a point that I hope that you understand as a result of what I'm saying to you. No more of this blind maybe. We need to be aware of our money. We need to find more ways to create revenue, okay? It's about having more offerings. And again, just look at what I'm doing, right? Not an accident. We have so many offerings. You have the same ability. You need to stop and think and go, what other offerings could I have, right? You need to have control over your money, okay? Where's that money going? Like, remember the example I used? Absentee father. Like, terrible example, but it's all I could think about in the moment. Where does the money, what happens automatically? Do you have rules set up for it? Do you have QuickBooks set up? Do you have a bookkeeper that you're paying almost nothing you got to have control of? Can you at a moment click on something and see a snapshot of your business at that point? Do you have that? Okay. That's easy to set up, guys. You just got to take a moment and go, okay, I'm going to focus on this and I'm going to get it under control, because once it's done, it's done. It's like setting up a CRM. Once the systems are set up, it's done. Okay. And money matters enough for that to happen. And then the fourth thing I want to get across is money is here to be invested. You have to put it to work, not sit around. That is your grandparents' economy. That is not today's economy. You have to put it to work on some level. Having a lot of money sitting in an account is wasteful. It means you're not building it to what it could be. It means you're not giving yourself that freedom that your family could have, that your offspring could have, okay? You got to put it to work. Don't live in a scared world where you got to put it to work, which means you got to invest it. And ultimately, guys, a little bit of a bonus here. You need to decide why you do all this. You know, one of the main reasons that I do what I do and I manage my money like I do is because my ultimate goal every single day is that I am going to be a giver. Not that I'm going to give, meaning I give one time or whatever, but I identify as a giver, period. That's who I am. I look for opportunities. If you want to know if you're a giver or not, there's a very easy way to know. When you walk on the side of the road and you find money on the ground, how do you react? Do you think to yourself, hey, look at that, I just got free lunch? Or do you think to yourself, look at that, I'm going to be able to bless someone else with free lunch? The answer to that question is going to tell you everything about how you think about money, okay? Now, I'm not going to do that in front of you guys because I don't want to make a lot of you feel bad and make you raise your hands and everything else, but you need to think about that, you know? What's the ultimate point? And here's something I really want to get across to you guys. If you're not a giver, I don't know what level each one of you is at, but if you're not a giver before you have money, I promise you, you will not start when you get it. Promise you that. Everyone's like, oh, when I get a lot of money, I'm gonna do when I get a lot. No, you won't. No, you won't. I've been a giver since I was broke. Okay. Like if you're not a giver when you don't have a lot, you will not give when you have a lot. Okay. And so a lot of you have to start at different levels depending on where you are. And you've got to decide, you know, the point is it's got to be about more than just money. Okay. Money needs to be managed. It's irresponsible to not manage it. It's irresponsible to not invest it. But if you just make it about money, you're going to lose your motivation when you hit that point where you make that amount of money or that you save that. Now what motivates you? Okay. Being a giver to me is an ongoing thing. It'll happen till the day I die. Okay. And I commit to things and I do it because it keeps me going. It keeps putting pressure on me from a good perspective, right? Keeps me motivated. You got to figure out, you know, what that's ultimately for. Okay.